going into spar one, we're going to go right through and do a couple of variations. Scott? Okay. So we got spar one, which is the root spar of everything we do in the system. Spar 1.2 is a variation that he gives at the seminars, which I'll explain what that is in a second. Then we've got a variation on how we block the student's return strike on our right side if we're the feeder. We've got hand stick hand on both sides, which is just additional way we can make the student clear. And then I'm also going to work in 2 additional strikes, vertical hit and a stick punch strike. Okay, Scott. So the basic spar one is I strike him, he attempts to clear down, I twirl back, I recover, I support my block, I clear down, I give him the butt strike. Now I flip the side over this way, give him the backhand strike. He clears down, he gives me the angle 1 stick strike. He clears offense 1, he gives a butt strike, he clears the hand here, and I give him the angle 1 again, and we recycle back to the beginning. Okay? Excuse me, sorry, my bad. So this is hand stick hand. It just felt right, the distance was correct for it. Okay? Here. Spar 1 is the stick. Okay? Stick, stick, flip the side, stick, he clears, and then we get back to the beginning. Okay? So now, as we cycle back around, spar 1.2 is I'm going to hesitate on this side, let him get an offense quadrant 1 clearance. He goes in with the butt strike, he clears my hand here, and now it cycles back, and we just do the regular spar. So now the way I look at this, the spar is balanced now. He gets a defense quadrant 1, he gets an offense quadrant 1, he gets a hand clearance, and then he strikes and we flip the sides. He gets a defense quadrant 1, he gets an offense quadrant 1, and he gets a butt strike, he clears the hand, and then we switch sides again. Okay, so this is spar 1.2. Now we don't want to do this every single time because on this side, if the student's hand is doing what it's supposed to be, which is following his stick, chances are I'm not going to be able to beat this on this clear down. So if we let the student do it this way every single time, it wouldn't flow as efficiently. Okay, so the only time the student's going to do this one is if I hesitate and I allow him to. Okay, if we're training the flow. If you're training to be scrappy and really bang with it, do it however you want to. It doesn't really matter that much. But clear, here, and we cycle back around. Okay, so spar 1, foot movement. Sometimes spar 1.2 with the foot movement. Okay, slow down a little bit. Okay, going into the hand clearing down defense. Instead of going back to this position here, supporting the block, I can just go direct with my left hand. Okay? So I'm not going back to a stick block, I just clear down with my left hand. Spar 1.2, basic spar 1, left hand clear down, and we just cycle. Okay, everybody try those 3.
Isolate that one. Keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Yes. Okay, 4 inches. You can do it. That's another one.
You're stepping too fast about it. Right. Looks like you're stepping back a little bit when I'm coming up. With this one, I'm not necessarily starting forward step out lane. It's just to get it within distance.
That's exactly. You need a couple.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do that.
All right, so next variation, because you're here. Okay. So doing everything we just did, spar 1, spar 1.2, the hand clear down defense. Now I can also do hand stick hand on either side. Okay, spar 1, spar 1.2, hand clear down, now hand stick hand. On this side, I give him the hand first, then he clears the stick, then he clears the hand. Okay, so that's very similar to what we're doing to start out with. A lot of the system is essentially clearing obstructions and also clearing controls on your weapon hand. So kind of my logic where I'm going now in my own training and the way I'm looking at stuff is I'm just focusing on a lot of this stuff and kind of classifying and cataloging it in my brain as weapon retention skills. Okay, so if Jordan's the receiver, right, he's hitting back here, so I'm grabbing at his wrist, and by default, he just knows that he needs to get that off and get that clear. Now he strikes here. That's an obstruction. He clears that, and he has to clear that again. So he's just doing lots of reps of getting my left hand off of his weapon hand. Okay? On this side, hand, stick, hand. Okay? Now get back over here, right? Hand, stick, loose. Over here, hand, stick, hand. Spar 1.2. On this side, regular spar, hand, stick, hand, stick, hand. Right, left hand clear down, hand, stick, hand here. Left hand clear down, hand, stick, hand. Left hand clear down, regular spar, stick 1.2. Hand, stick, hand, stick, hand. And he just has to rock and roll and follow the variations I'm throwing. And hopefully he's breathing.
Not much. But smiling.
Now ready for footwork. Bang.
Twist it that way.
You think?
Get out there.
Yeah.
Put it up there.
Square? But really, your hand's close behind the stick.
But bend that front knee. Don't let that front knee knee lock.
Doing this motion right
Now you have balance.
On the square.
No, bend the front knee.
Versus this. You know.
Okay. Keep it bent. So even when you twist, keep it bent. There you go.
It's only going to left punch. I'm getting out there.
You what?
I screw my shoulders a lot when you
There.
so it's hard for me to get back.
Well,
Which part?
yes, but even then, you're going out there.
When I give you.
Yeah. When I'm here, I'm coming back. When I come back here, just a sec. Kind of real
You want your hands to hand? Give you a little tip here. You gotta work your hips a little bit more. So if you come up, give that hand to hand, shift your hips. For instance, next one.